anything. We can combine any terms that we want to using multiplication, and here's how we do it. We multiply the coefficients, we multiply the numbers that are in front, and we add the exponents. You already know this, I'm just reminding you of it. So let's start with this simple example. Okay, example number 1 there, we've got 8b squared times 2b squared minus b minus 8. We're distributing a monomial to a trinomial. So all we have to do is distribute that to each of these terms. So let's do it step by step. 8b squared times 2b squared, 8 times 2 is 16. B squared times b squared is b to the 4th. We add the exponents. All right, so distribute it to the next term. That b doesn't have a coefficient in front. If it doesn't have a coefficient in front, it's understood to be a 1. So we've got 8 times negative 1, so that's negative 8. B squared times b is b to the 3rd. If there's no exponent, it's understood to be 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And then finally, 8b squared times negative 8. So we just multiply 8 times negative 8, negative 64, and add the b squared to the end of it. Well, we don't actually add it, but we write the b squared after that. Okay, now if there were any like terms, we could then add or subtract, but we don't have any that are alike. We've got b to the 4th, b cubed, and b squared. We can't do anything else. That's it. All right, so you're used to foiling, or using the box, or however you do it with two terms when we multiply a binomial by a binomial. Let's look at multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. It's the exact same process we just used, except we do it twice. Okay, so let me try and keep this color coordinated here. We're going to take the 2x and we're going to distribute it to everything in that second set of parentheses. So let's take it step by step like we just did. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x squared is x cubed. 2x times 3x. 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. And 2x times 7 is 14x. So that's step number 1. I distributed the 2x to everything inside the parentheses. What do you think I'm going to do next? Distribute the 7. Okay, 7 times 3x squared plus 21x squared. 7 times 3x plus 21x. And 7 times 7 is 49. Now, in the last problem, we didn't have any like terms, but in this problem, we do. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I always just start with the highest power, 6x cubed. Okay, and then I like to kind of underline so that I can see what I'm looking at. So 6x squared and 21x squared, those are both positive, so I add them together, 27x squared. You may want to mark them out after you combine them so you know that you get all the terms, if it doesn't bother you to mark out part of your work. Okay, after x squared, we've got x, so we have 14x and 21x. So we add those, and we get 35x. And the only thing that we've got left is the plus 49 on the end. Okay? Easy enough, right? Now, if you wanted to, how many of y'all used like the box when you were multiplying two terms by two terms? Anybody use the box? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Maybe. If you want to, you can do that with this. You can do 2x and 7. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it will work. Okay, 3x squared, 3x and 7. You can just set up a bigger box, okay, and the same process that you used before applies. You just multiply 2x and 3x squared, and you put the result in the square. Okay, so you can do the same thing if you prefer that method. Okay, let's do another one of these just to make sure we've got it down pat. Okay, we distribute the 6m to everything. So 6m times 4m squared. 6 times 4 is 24. M times m squared is m cubed. 6m times m plus 6m squared. 6m times 1 plus 6m. All right, distribute the -4 to everything. So -4 times +4 is -16m squared. -4 times m is -4m. And -4 times 1 is -4. So our highest exponent is m cubed. We only have one of those, so we just bring it down, 24m cubed. We've got a positive 6m squared and a minus 16, so 6 minus 16 is -10m squared. We've got a positive 6m minus 4m, 6 minus 4 is 2. And then our constant of -4 on the end. Okay. I know some of you do not have the neatest, nicest handwriting, but I promise you the more neat and organized you are with this, the better off you're going to be. Okay? Because if not, you're just going to have a jumble of lines everywhere and it's going to be a mess. Okay? So be methodical with it. All right, now, number 4. I put number 4 on there because this tends to throw people off. When you see that square there, a lot of people just want to square the 6 and square the 2 and square the x squared. Okay? But what does it mean to actually square a number? What does it mean? What does 2 squared mean? How do you get the answer? You multiply it by itself. Okay? 2 squared means 2 times 2. 7 squared is 7 times 7. So if we have a binomial squared, that means that is really 6 minus 2x squared times 6 minus 2x squared. And what do we have to do to multiply that out? We have to FOIL or distribute or however you want to look at it. So 6 times 6, 36. 6 times -2x squared, -12x squared. -2x squared times 6, -12x squared. -2x squared times -2x squared, positive 4x to the 4th. Now, I kind of like when things are in standard form. And this is backwards, so I'm going to put my 4x to the 4th first. And then combine my x squares right here, so -24x squared. And 36, the constant, goes on the end. Now probably, let me make sure my 6 doesn't look like a B. Probably on a multiple choice answer choice, since 6, the constant came first, then they're probably going to put it in reverse order. Okay, the 36 and the 4x to the 4th will probably be flip-flopped there. Okay, it really doesn't matter. Okay, standard form to me is preferable with the highest exponent first. But technically, as long as your signs are correct, and the 24 has to be negative, and the 4 and 36 have to be positive. As long as that's the case, then it really doesn't matter what order you write the answer. Okay, in the grand scheme of things, the order really doesn't matter. Okay, so let's